never guessed. My, how word must have spread. I didn't think there were still fools eager to walk in the shadow of my... I am Gaelric Tarian, rightful lord of Connacht, blood of Palamedes, born to rule, my legacy squandered by Vessem, and yet, here I sit, not in a hall of marble, but in this realm of broken things. Because I made a mistake, a single, miscalculated mistake. I toyed with the wrong woman. I thought she was just another pawn in my game, a trinket to be used and discarded. But she was no trinket. She was a Bandrui, a woman of power, of the old ways, and all I wanted was to live longer. Yes, and then some, as you can see. Eternal life. Sounds like a gift, doesn't it? But no, I was not. I have seen my house crumble. I have seen weak men take what was once mine, and I have seen it all from behind a veil I can never tear. The veil between worlds is thinning. The weirdness does not break easily, only when the fabric of reality itself begins to fray. It seems the world outside is shifting, twisting in ways it was never meant to, and when that happens, things bleed together. This should not exist, and yet somehow you've slipped through. Whether that's for good or ill, I suppose we'll find out soon enough. This is a prison, woven from the fabric of the weirdness itself. Only those with true mastery over the old ways, druids, Bandrui, could tear a hole in reality and trap something within it. A realm that both is and is not. A perfect, unbreakable cage. For me, it is damnation. A place where time does not move, where the world unfolds just beyond my reach. A theater where I may watch but never step upon the stage. And worst of it all... Yes, I know. You think this prison blinds me? No. I see the world. I watch my bloodline waste what was once carved in iron and fear. And Yvain, he is the true downfall of House Tarian. A soft-bellied fawn, too weak to hold the reins, too fearful to demand what is... He is not my heir. He is the ghost of a great house, waiting to fade. Ah, history, the great devourer. It swallows men whole and spits out only what it pleases. Palamedes, my ancestor, his name endures, woven in... But me, I am the frayed end, the unraveled strand, cut away, and why? Because I ruled not with honeyed words, but with truth. Because I did what was necessary. Connacht was mine. My name should have echoed through the ages, carved into... And yet, here you stand, proving what I have... Gracious. You mistake me for a king who begged to be loved. Gracious rulers are forgotten. Merciful kings are overthrown. I ruled with a... Did my people fear me? Perhaps. But they obeyed. And obedience, tell me. Would you rather be adored and forgotten? I don't know. I cannot be killed. Not by blade, not by fire. So unless you hold power equal to the one who cursed me, I wouldn't bother reaching for your weapon. You can hold... Oh, now that is a bold claim. You are not the first to make such an offer. Nor would... What am I, to refuse a dance? Come then. Let's see if you're...
can't believe it. We're actually free. You? How did you manage to get us out of there? That I don't doubt, my friend. Oh, it's so good to be back. Funny, I didn't realize it before, but even the air in that place was different. Guess I'll go report to Shine. Honestly, I'm glad you were there with me.
You're here. Speak your piece or... Percy tried to spin me some wild story about... I didn't toss him straight into a cell, only because he swore you could... So, what did you find? You're pulling my leg, aren't you? Tell me this is some elaborate prank you two cooked up. Oh, mother have mercy. Can nothing in this goddamn place just be normal? I may be a bit of a city woman, but you can't tell me that it's normal to have creatures made of bloody and now you're saying there are cracks in the world. And does that mean I need to move my supplies? Well, that's some good news at least. Not gonna ask how, in case there's something about you that we'd both be better off with me not knowing. Thanks for your help. Here, something for your trouble. There might be something, but... look, it's got... No! Of course not. Just don't want Denholm getting on my ass for wasting time and resources, even though it'll be your time and my resources. Well, one of our warehouses burned down recently. Complete. When I checked what was left, I found a trapdoor. It must have been hidden under the floorboards, because I never saw it. Problem is, it's sealed shut, and the lock looks ancient. Denholm told me to leave it alone, but it's been bugging me ever since. Yeah, I am. Really bloody curious. Can you blame me? There's not much here in the way of distractions. And who knows? You might find something useful down there. Even if it's just more space I can use for storage. No, because I don't know how. I'm an officer in Camelot's army, not a bloody thief. Despite what the locals think of us, we don't go around stealing. Yeah, I've set aside some of my wages. Not like there's much to... Great. Let me know what you find. Even if... Oh, and one more thing. There's someone in Connacht who could help you get through that lock. Name's... Yeah, well, of all the things I've seen in Connacht, at least I know filth is harmless and knows everything that happens around here. I've never caught filth doing anything illegal, and as long as it stays that way...
this is unexpected. And you have a beautiful soul. I can hear them fluttering. I see their soft trust me. Even though filth is, I want to be generous. I want to be good. Ah, the gateway to the hidden beggar's kingdom. To open it, you'll need a royal scepter. A truly fancy old key, which, lucky for you, I haven't been there for quite some time. I'll lend you my key, but only if you promise to retrieve something that was left behind for me. The first time I was there, I was too afraid to bring it to the surface. Didn't want others to look at it. But now, here, take the key, bring the cube to me. Make me feel nice. The secret of a scavenger. What a dull world we'd live in if people shared all their... Oh, of course not. I have my own. Besides, would you really take a borrowed gift with no intention of return? No, no. You wouldn't do that, would you? You know very... Oh, one more thing. If you have anything that once belonged to...
Spare a coin for the Opry.
Oi, you. You're new here, aren't you? Ah, no, sorry. It's just that we don't see many... Just us and the locals and... Well... Do they? Then maybe we're all just sick of looking at each other. I'm sure they're not all bad. This must all be quite hard for them. Yeah, about birthing and labour and whatnot. It's going to be our first, you see, so my wife's worried.
But that Dalrita wench chased me out of her bookshop and won't let me back in.
I know, right?
And here I thought I'd seen everything.
I was sure they didn't even know how to read. Anyway, Vrel seems to hate my guts. Ugh, because she hates Camelotians. Why else? I mean, I know the folks ain't exactly happy about us being here, but Vrel? She's Dalrita. They're taught to hate us from birth. That's all there is to it. Well, could you? I'd be really grateful. Just don't tell her it's for me. She won't sell it to you otherwise. Please, I'll pay you back. I'll even throw in something extra. Please, for my wife. Oh, thank you. You're a lifesaver.
Open up, Ferkit. We know you're in there.
Get lost! You've taken everything from me.
Stop whining and open up! I've had enough of this lunatic. Keep an eye on him in case... What do you want? Then go be curious somewhere else. We have our orders.
Open up, Ferkit!
Not a chance!
No, you could not, because it isn't your job. But if you really must know, yesterday one of our warehouses caught fire because of one of Ferkit's in... Denham ordered us to investigate, but how are we supposed to do that if we can't... Come on, Ferkit! I don't have all day! I don't know you either. Why should I trust you with such a delicate... Unless Denham says otherwise, we'll keep at it until he
Ferkit!
Get lost!
No need for that, is there?
Welcome to Vrel's bookshop. No reading without buying. And if you're here for porn... Aye. Look, I don't begrudge anybody their reading Aye. No only can I read, I can even make recommend. So, if you have a joke to tell, don't bother. Perhaps it is. But you'd think that so-called civilized people would accept it with me. Hearing the same crude comments over and over again makes me feel like I've never left the training ground. Then there are the braver ones who tell me I'm not welcome here. Hell, it's just like talking to my sister. They all have more in common than they think. Although mostly it's just prejudice. Oh, expecting a wee one? Congratulations! Is that so? Oh, is it now? I do. The question is, do you? I bet he sold you some sob story about how a big bad Delrida chased him off because he... Oh, that's precious. I chased him off because he couldn't take no for an answer. He came in and tried to seduce me. Told me he just loves to devour books. But he'd gladly do the same with me. Books, sure. Maybe for breakfast, to add variety. When I told him I wasn't interested, he got all pissed off and called me an ugly, dumb savage. Tell you what, I'll sell you that book. But fair warning, I'll be sending his... Ha! Pleasure doing business with you. I hope his wife won't go easy on him.
Have some spare food or coin?
Hi. Have you had a chance to drop by the bookshop yet?
What? I wasn't harassing her. I was just being friendly. I don't see what the big... Besides, she should be grateful. I bet a savage like her does... Oh, thank you. I knew I could count on you. Here's your money, and a little extra.
Ah, here's our troublemaker. You've really caused a stir around here with that spectacle in front of the Menhir. I had everything in order. The car... You appear out of nowhere, and suddenly a dying pile of stones lights up. Firstly, because now I have to write yet another report to Camelot that we're going to be late. Secondly, you've somehow reignited the Menhir. And this has reignited people's hopes that they... And before you ask why it's dangerous, take a look around town. But you should be thankful to them. Their hopes are the only reason we haven't locked you up. That's the assumption I decided to go with. And that's why we're talking. Perhaps you can go tell Murig that your presence doesn't change anything about our deal. And if he doesn't listen, play along. But come back to me when you learn. Yes, on my orders. Firkett needs to give me an explanation for a very unfortunate accident in which innocent soldiers were hurt. One of our warehouses burned down. The one where we kept all of Firkett's inventions. My men suspect sabotage, which isn't exactly unheard of around here. They say he's a local inventor, and as far as I know, doesn't have the best reputation. There was a time when he was quite useful. He invented various machines. Now he's apparently fixated on the weirdness, and he doesn't want to talk about anything else. Since you're already here, I might have a task for you. Firkett refuses to talk to my men, and the locals don't trust him. There's a slim chance that but he doesn't know you. Perhaps he'll be more open with a stranger, and you can ask him if he set fire to our warehouse on purpose. You should also try to bring him in Do whatever you think is best. I just want to find out who is responsible for this accident and make an informed decision based... Here are the orders. Show them to the boys by the gate and they'll let you in to see Firkett. As soon as you find out what happened with Firkett, report back.
Seal looks good. Orders are orders. I'm glad Firkett's your problem now, instead of ours. Let's move out, boys.
Who are you? Did Camelot send you? I'm not talking to those thieves. I think it's quite obvious, isn't it? They're harassing an honest inventor. First, they stole my entire life's work, and now I'm not giving them anything. And I'm not letting it... Oh, it did.
And no surprise there, they barged in here and grabbed everything that wasn't nailed down. No, actually. Do you know what this device is? It's a pyrolusite stabilizer. And no wonder it blew up. Yes, pyrolusite. My most prized invention. And what did they do? Oh, they just took it away. And... well, pyrolusite is a wondrous substance. It can create fire anywhere you are. All you need is a drop of... oh, it also amplifies the power of weird fires. Isn't that marvelous? So, tell me, don't you think it's marvelous? Exactly! But all great inventions need painstaking preparation. It takes years of experimentation to make them safe for use. Do you think so? It's their fault for taking whatever they pleased and not asking how things work. Science is a field for geniuses, not for brainless grindylows who feel the need to whack anything. Someone died? Too bad. They shouldn't have put their grubby paws where they didn't belong. I won't confess to anything because I don't feel responsible for anything. And yet, such is the law of nature. The weak and the foolish eliminate themselves, even though our world is far from ideal. So forgive me for smiling at the news that my invention exploded in the hands of the Camelosians. It's what was meant to happen. Nature has spoken. Who am I to defy her laws? Go to Denholm and tell him what we discussed.
Help a soul out on your journey, will you?
What's happening with Verkut? Is he going to surrender? Do you think so? That's an intriguing idea. If you claim that Verkut had no intention of harming my soldiers, then his skills would... I will make sure that he has a quiet place to work, as far from human settlements as possible. Tell Verkut of my decision. Let him make the necessary prep.
friend? What's our situation? Oh, dear, it appears Camelot still has a... Well, it's not a perfect solution, as I've said. In that case, I'll pack my bags and report to Denholm. You're going to take care of my house. After all, you just saved my life, but I can't pay you because house stays. So you might as... Here, the mad scientist cottage is now a fish. Burn it down, sell it. I don't care.
This is my shield, but there's no part of my soul inside. We need to look somewhere else. But I can feel the missing part. Close. Maybe it's the men here. Maybe it needs something from us.
Help a soul out on your journey, will you?
Watch yourself.
So, you finally arrived. Or is it the two of you? It's a pleasure to meet you. Call me Maggot. I don't like that other name Denholm and his men insist on using. I don't know, and that bothers me a lot. But I sense something lurking inside you. Something quite terrifying, I must say. All I'm sure of is that you've been exposed to vast quantities of the weirdness and survived. And that's rare. Let's say I have certain skills when it comes to magic. Yes, the Mynheer. It responded to your presence. It reacted. It means big changes are coming to our small Kunacht. Do you know why all those Camelot troops are here? That's right. And they believe that by gathering all the dying Mynheers and placing them around, but they don't know. Or they don't want people to know that a Mynheer is nothing but a piece of rock, unless it has been ignited by a special ritual. And if... No, I want you to rekindle the Mynheer in Connacht. I'm too old to play a hero, but I can help you become one, and I, for once... That's the problem, you see. The moment the Mynheer reacted to you, I felt something. As if a piece of... I suddenly remembered about the Mynheer rites. The ritual I told you about. But where are they? How do I even know that? So... It looks like we'd have to take a little trip into the recesses of my memory. Well, not literally. As entertaining as that sounds, you won't be dissecting me. I'm talking about a journey. Just a bit of mushroom potion and poof, you're... I like your eagerness, but I don't exactly have the materials required. Here's what we'll need in order to make this thing work.